慢慢就会有人上来了。Hello everyone, welcome, welcome. 我现在都不会弄这些东西。Hello, hey Tom. Hi, welcome everyone. Can you type at the chat box where you come from? Welcome everyone. Good morning from New York. Good morning. Wow, North Carolina, Leland. It's supposed to have quite a lot of people from Texas. Hey Lynn, how are you? Have you guys booked the flight yet, Lynn? Good morning, New Jersey, Florida. I have people from California as well. It seems like Arizona. Wow. Hey, oh, Dr. Lin, you're at Arizona? I thought you're in California. Pennsylvania. Okay, we're gonna give it a couple minutes to get people more time to log on. I know it's like 6:30 evening time in New York, so like dinner time. You might want to send a reminder to your partners, guests. It's gonna be lots of information tonight. David. Where is? Hey Meryl, how are you? Everything back to normal, Meryl? And down there? Yes, oh, finally, good to hear that. So you might want to send a reminder one more time to your partners, your friends, your guests. All right, 3 more minutes. We start at 6:35, I would say. Yes. Here. Give me 1 second, just send a message and then we can start it. Hello. All right. Georgia. 1 more minute, so we're gonna start. Some of you is at a watch party, isn't it? All right. All right, should we start? First of all, I want to welcome everyone to help on this special coring by Dr. Ye. This whole story started, I would say, about 1 or 2 months ago, right after international convention. And Minlu invited Dr. Ye over to do a Chinese version of why choose Market America products, right? That's a subject. I listened and I was very, very impressed by Dr. Ye's presentation and her knowledge and explanation. And also she gave out a lot of like very hands-on regimen. You can literally just grab it and just run with it, right? Especially for most of partners who don't have a medical background. Sometimes we have all this knowledge, right, about this particular products. And we also know this particular friends have this kind of challenge, but somehow we just cannot connect them together. Right? That's our problems. Therefore, I think regimen, I like a quick fix, right? I think a regimen really helps. So therefore I reach out and kind of like ask her whether she can do English version for us. And thank you so much who accepts the invite. And because she's traveling and we have a busy schedule, so we kind of like push it back until now. I want to congratulate everyone to get on this call, and everyone is in for a treat. And we still have time, send out, invite your customers, your guests, your prospect, your friends, your relatives, your partners. And this is a, I would say, a talk about how to be healthy, right? Leverage Market America's products. So without further ado, I don't want to do too many intro because there are so many medical terms. I have no idea. So I'm going to leave it to her. She's going to introduce herself. All I know is she worked for FDA, very qualified to talk about Market America's products from FDA's perspectives, and also a professional coordinator of Market America. And we are not financially connected in Market America, but somehow we have been very good friends. And thank you so much for your help, and take over from here, Doctor.
Hi, thank you. Hi, everyone. Thank you, everybody, for getting on this Sunday evening. First of all, I'd like to thank Amber for the kind invitation that gave me the opportunity to share my personal experience with shop.com Market America branded products. Without further ado, I will do a self-introduction. And I have, so Amber asked me what's a DVM. So that means it's just a veterinary medicine. I got it from China. I was actually a veterinarian and practiced on horses, cows, and the animals. Actually went to the zoo for the tigers, lions, you know, when we shoot an anesthesia needle to the zoo animals, and then we can go close to them to treat them. So nowadays, as a veterinarian, they have another pets to take care. Anyway, so I came to US 31 years ago, graduate school, University of Wisconsin, studied veterinary immunology. Actually, immunology back then was combined with medical school immunology. So got a master's degree there. In my recent over 30 years, actually, more than half of my life, or, you know, I don't know, more or less than half of my life, spent in the pharmaceutical company. Actually, later in 2004, I got certified from FDA regulations. So my job has been new drug registrations globally. So I have been actually in the industry managing all the global submissions for the pharmaceutical companies, worked in several companies. Right now, I'm still employed. So I'm doing still with my 45-year plan, have not finished it yet, but on the side or at the same time, I also have this residual plan. So actually I'm very happy, especially most beneficial to myself my family and friends are the product training with this platform. So I am a nutrimetrics consultant ever since I joined in 2011. Also TLS consultant, motive consultant, and then as a professional coordinator, that means I'm still very actively working with the teams, supporting team. As a disclaimer, as always, when we talk about dietary supplements, those supplements, the statements I said today is not for prevention, treating, and they cure the disease, because the statements are not from FDA's approvals or anywhere registered. It's just the common knowledge, educational purpose, and also personal experience. As my personal reminder or disclaimer, so any statements, experience is all for your own learning, sharing, or applications, not really for public like Facebook, YouTube, or LinkedIn or TikTok, anywhere, just to show as original. I would encourage you use as much as the information I shared if that's beneficial to you. However, do not take the whole recording or whatever Min Yue or Dr. Yue said to the public news media or the social media, okay? Today I'm going to cover the following topics. First one is dietary supplements management by the FDA. And secondly, I will briefly go through the major brands represented by shop.com, and also some relative clinical study, why and what that about. How to choose the supplements, how to manage your own health. So I would help you understand what's most important thing you need to know about dietary supplements when you choose them. And also what doses will be most beneficial and what is suitable or best for you. And at the end, I will share some regimens, combinations of the common recipes that I personally used. Also, many cases of applications to my families and the friends or our team's customers. A lot of people ask, hey, is your product approved by FDA? As you all know, any product, you go to the store or you go to any supplementary dietary supplements, on the labeling, they always say this product is not approved by FDA. They said, it's not by FDA, it's not safe, which is not true. So I wanted to share with you, what's that mean? What's that approval? What's FDA, how FDA manage the dietary supplements. So this is the organization chart of FDA. There are 4 divisions: Office of Operation, Office of Food, Office of the Medical Products and Tobacco, then Office of Global Regulatory Operation Policies. All the drugs, medical device, and tobacco are under OMPT, and dietary supplements is under FDA, Office of Food. So it's called the Food and the Drug Administration. So that means the food is a big part of FDA's responsibilities to make sure our consumers are safe to use whatever on the market by taste, by ingestion, by eating, drinking, or applying on your skin or any part of your body. Just to show with a more visual with the FDA organization, And you see Office of Food and Veterinary Medicine. I was thinking, wow, great. So veterinary medicine was my duty, was my work. Now I'm very passionate with pharmaceutical drug development and also food and the dietary supplements. So the dietary supplements and all the safety or the applications are under this food safety division. So that means there's a regulation you can search for. You can go to FDA's website and you can look at all the individual links if you want to see how FDA manage it. How FDA manage and control the dietary supplements. When we see dietary supplements, dietary means every day in your diet, in your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, in your drinks. And so that means originally from natural sources. And some people may call that health products. Does not mean other things are not health. Health is like a more of a general term. That means you are eating more consciously. You are paying attention on your health. They're functional foods. Some products, some ingredients maybe help with your digestive system or sugar control or the fat burning. So those are functions. And effective nutrients, some of the like joints, vision, hearing, mental, and then behaviors. Those are like effective nutrients to some of our functions. So they may call the nutraceuticals. So all those names, all under dietary supplements. Basically, it's diet. It's a supplements to your diet. It's additional, other than the food you eat, other than the drinks you drink. So regulations, really FDA has a regulation called the Dietary Supplements Health Education Act. So the drug, it will be called the Drug Act. So this is called the DSHEA, is the shortened name for the whole regulation. I'm just summarizing the major key points for the regulation. Is basically all the manufacturers of the dietary supplements needed to be registered with FDA. So it's not that you can make something from your basement to sell on the street. No, FDA has to know who is owning the manufacturer and what's your quality system in place, and do you stay in compliance with current good manufacturer practice. I will show you what I mean later. And then what's this information you put on the label, on the package, on the bottle. And then also FDA has a whole system for the consumer reporting with the issues, with the observations, with the side effects, with the bad reactions. So you can report. If FDA found something wrong with your product, they can fine you. They can ask your product to put it off the market or off the shelf, called the recalls. Also, they can have the scheduled or random inspections. So you can click this FDA reference for all the DSHEA's regulation. What's FDA about? Since our current or the webinar today is really provide some of practical knowledge or something you can get out of this webinar. You can actually think what's your parents' issues, what's your sister, brother, or customer issues. You can actually use some of those regimens and the combination of the products. So it's not really I'm trying to give you a regulation course. So you can do a self-study. If you have a question, And then you can welcome to ask our product supporting, the company's product supporting, they have an email, they have a number you can call. Since I have been in the pharmaceutical drug development, the global registration industry, and I like to just do a very quick comparison, how the FDA manage and control drugs versus supplements. So in this first half, any drug, you have to go through clinical research, starting from maybe 10,000 compounds. You say, hey, this might be effective to non-cancer, but you first find the candidate. You do another cells in vitro studies or laboratory research. So then you have to, once you find something, actually, you think in vitro, in the laboratory, you think it works. So then you have to do verify from animal called the preclinical. So that means animal studies. So from 10,000 may screen to under 250 compounds. So once you find something really maybe promising in animals and safe with a certain dose, then you can go to human. It's called the IND in the US, investigational new drug applications with FDA. So you have to have a pre-consultation, and then the FDA agrees, and then you do a phase 1 and phase 2. After phase 1, phase 2, or phase 2-1, you have a proof of concept. Then you know this thing actually works in some of the targets of the disease. Then you conduct the efficacy, safety, large trial. It's called the phase 3. So from 10,000, you may end up less than 5. You may end up 1 or 2 go to the market. So you can go. Averagely spend over 1 billion euro or 1.2 or over even nowadays even more of the investment to develop one drug. So a lot of pharmaceutical companies have been doing this. We're very thankful for them. They have the passion to do the research, find the cures for a lot of disease. We're very thankful. We have a lot of good treatments, but if also as a dietary supplements, because that we can use to maintain our basic health. So then those products, you do not have to work with FDA for every step. You can still do animal study, you can still do human study. However, it's not required if you just use for supplements. The reason is for like a B complex, right? Vitamin B complex, there are B1, B2, B6, B9, B12. They already know for years, they have been using in human, and then they have certain benefits. So you don't have to do a clinical trial again. However, if you found out a brand new ingredients, for example, OTC, astaxanthin, or resveratrol, when they initially discovered they are beneficial to some of the body functions, you have to do some clinical studies to confirm that is beneficial. If you want to put that claim, for example, fish oil, omega-3 is good for cardiovascular, reduce cardio risk. If you want that kind of claim, you have to have a clinical study to demonstrate that is a certain dose, a certain regimen can be beneficial to the disease-related functions. So with the post-marketing, after commercialization for both drug and supplements, and the FDA actually continuously monitoring, labeling, and also your company's quality control. Every batch get out of your manufacturer, you have to have called a certificate of analysis based on your specification labeling, and FDA and some other organizations may have inspections to your manufacturer, to your labeling, packaging, and also they have a recall system, and then they can control. And then the ultimate goal is for consumers' safety, to help us maintain a safe whatever we use. As I said, if it's a supplements, initially when it's invented, or you want certain functional claims, you can conduct clinical trials. So in the US, any product, including drug or research investigational products, if you want to be tested, if you want them to be tested in human, you have to get the FDA's IND if it's for registration purpose, for claimant purpose. All the IND, all the clinical trials needed to be registered with clinicaltrials.gov. You can go to this website, search any ingredients or any company, for example, Market America, for example, isotonic OPC. So when I search the isotonic OPC, you actually found, the studies they have completed. So you can click the study, where is conducted, what was the primary goal of the study, okay? And then if you want to search resveratrol, also a lot of studies completed, not yet recruiting, and or recruiting means they're still in the active trial, recruiting the volunteers or study subjects. So we do not call patients because it's not a drug or something approved. And therefore people use those, is under investigation of the product. So we call the subjects, not the patients. So if you check omega-3, there are a lot of studies, a different purpose of studies. You can see where is it conducted. Some, is this one is Croatia or whatever, a different country. And then it can be a global study. That means including multiple countries. It will be a US national country just in the US. So if you search astaxanthin, astaxanthin also had a lot of clinical studies. So I'm just teaching you the method. I'm not teaching you all the contents. If you are interested in finding out some ingredients you never heard of, someone tell you, this is whatever, M&M, whatever is very good. You can go, sir, you can first say, hey, which company manufactured. Then you can search it by that company name or the ingredient name. Go to clinicaltrials.gov to find out, to see if they ever conducted any clinical studies to show whatever they are advertising. If not, you can go to FDA, ask them questions. Hey, I heard of this, but I've never seen any information on your website or in the trials. Where does this claim come from? So just for your own knowledge, okay? So people say, oh, okay, you said, they're supplements, they're controlled by FDA, and then quality are all guaranteed if manufactured in the US. So with today's economy, you never know what kind of products are on the shelf. So for dietary supplements, it's your own responsibility to buy whatever you choose. Oftentimes, I went to store like a CVS, Walgreens, or Costco. I saw people are wondering, looking at the bottle by bottle. A lot of times I would ask them, I said, hey, what are you looking for? They said, oh, I want to buy some vitamin C, but there's so many different types. I don't know what which one is better. Do you know which one is better? So I will see how to find out which one is better to see first. And other people maybe say, hey, this one, buy one, get one free, maybe it's better. So I would say, how do you identify that? You will look at what is labeled on the bottle, who makes it, and then an expiration date. All those things are important to find out before you actually pick up one. When you buy medicine, so to me, food and medicine or the supplements, I never buy whatever they are like, last minute sell, unless you already know that product if it's not open. And even though it's near the expiration date, it is still safe. But on the shelf, I would not buy because buy one, get one free or 80% off. I will still look at all the information, what I'm looking for. So also, there are a lot of products, especially in the COVID, in the past 3 years, we do not go to store very often. There are many different internet websites. There are also some direct sales. People, friends will tell you what is good. I'm not saying direct sale is bad. Direct sale is also just a business model. However, which product is good for you? You still need to follow the rule. You understand what are you looking for? Why are you taking that? How to take it, how much you take it, okay? So what I am going to introduce you some major brands since I have been studying for 11 years. Because shop.com represented brands are not manufactured by Market America, however, is monitored and quality controlled by Market America before they put it on the shop.com. There are many manufacturers, many brands, hundreds of products on the shop.com website. So I also am going to just sort out the majors, the fundamentals, what you needed to know. How do you choose them for yourself, for your family and your customers? So each little icon, if you open shop.com and go to exclusive on the menu, very bottom, see exclusive brands. And you will see all those little icons. Each little icon represents a brand of the products. So for example, isotonics, all the products can be made to isotonics. They're all in this category. It's like a Prime. Prime is anti-aging. All the products is with aging related. Also, it's all in this brand. Like Ultimate Arnold, MPCs for prostate issues. So each product, each icon represents a series of the products. So the TLS solutions is not just a series of products, and also is a series of educational programs. Like DNA Miracles is a series of products and then knowledge for how to keep your children healthy, find the right supplements, nutrients, and pet health is a different brand. So they have cosmetics, skincare, many different brands, and they also home care. So I'm now going to show you some of the representatives of those brands, what's it look like. Isotonics, anything can be water soluble, can make it into isotonic brands. For example, the bottles looks like this. They all call the isotonics. Different color on the side is their product names. So for example, isotonics, complex, B complex, or calcium plus, or OPC, multivitamin. and this is vitamin D, bromelain, vitamin C, and this is I think this one is a women's health or whatever. This one is vitamin D because you have to look at the side. Those are product names, and also heart health now change it to a red package. It's also a brand. It's cardiovascular for cardiovascular maintenance. So isotonics is a word most advanced nutraceuticals. So those names are not you see I'm in the world most advanced. So this is really by patents. Okay. So no Arno, and this one Arno comes with bottled juice and also powder. You can mix it with water. As I said, a TLS, it's called Transition Lifestyle System, is a system to provide functional supplements. For example, your thyroid does not work very well, and then your metabolism is too low, and then your fat burning is not enough, and also your nutrients is not enough. This is a nutrition shake. And also there are a lot of programs, for example, detox, 1 week detox, 30 days fast program to lose 10 to 30 pounds or grow muscles. So they're like a 3 months program, or once you get into the program, get a 1 month, 3 months, you become effectively apply the lifestyle change. And the trim tea, and then this is an older product. This is the protein shake. I don't think this one is still available. So Prime, that's anti-aging nutraceuticals. So when everything say TM or R a circle, that means patented or trademarked. So nobody else can have this name. So the Prime means if they have the joint, hearing, vision, sexual functionality, and the sleeping, and the other issues. So this is a series of the products under Prime brand. And baby and the children's care. They have shampoo, hair, body, and lotion. Also, they have the basic probiotics, baby probiotics, and the chewable or the candy type of OTC, and also the multivitamin, good for the kids anywhere from 2 to 12 years old to grow their in their growth age, like not a focused and not a concentrate, it has too much energy or lack of energy, and the probiotics. There are many different types and different combinations of the nutrients. Nutrimetrics. A lot of a doctor's office, when you go see a dentist or see your primary care, family care doctor, they say, hey, this one is good. They say, yeah, $20. So I have been, sold something by my doctor, said, oh, this one is the oral gel. It's good for the oral ulcers. So now I went back and say, I have not had oral ulcers for like at least 12 years. To say, why was so healthy with it? So I tell them what I take. So there are Nutrimetrics brand is for doctor's office. It's our program. Anybody, like you and me, anybody online, if you want to get to know what's Nutrimetrics about, if you want to work with the doctor's office, helping their patients, you can go to the official training, go to Nutrimetrics, understand what's the, how procedure and how to work with doctors. Those brands, they're same, the product contents are same, as I just said earlier, but they have the trade name called the Nutrimetrics. That means you only been trained, certified, or you are a licensed professional can provide those products to the customers. So doctors can provide to their patients. Also, you see, I don't know what I take. Also, you can do the neutral physical assessment, do a survey, or you can do your genetic testing to see whether you're NAC enough. They can identify 17 genes and the different variations. We cannot control our genes because are biologically by birth. However, you can manage the bad gene, the outcomes of the bad gene expression through some protein, bad protein, or the bad genes outcomes. You can actually trying to eliminate all those bad expressions of the bad genes. You cannot change your gene combination. However, you can manage their outcomes. And so that's the nutrients about the gene testing can give you a recommendation what you're lack of, why, how did that happen, and what is the what could it result to what kind of problem you may experience in the future. So something I can give you a very good advice. Only Nutrimetrics certified professionals or the what called doctors can prescribe you the gene SNP testing. Just take some saliva and they send it to, they have an envelope sent to the national laboratory for the SNP analysis. As I said, shop.com also has a brand of cosmetics. You can buy the already made products, or you can do the survey for your customer based on the skin type. You can customize what their needs, the different color, different like a dry skin or oily skin or neutral skin or sensitive skin or sun protection or the also corrections of acne, different types you can manage it through what you put on your face. Also the skincare brands, this is what I really know about. They used to use, I saw there was the higher the price or the better. So Namar, Serenab, and then they're very expensive. Eye cream costs over $235, but we have no mere debate. This brand has from anywhere face wash to wrinkle correction and the firmness of the skin. And then I really fall in love with this. This was brought in actually developed by our Amber Ridinger with the manufacturer, with some researcher and the top manufacturer for the brands put it before they put it on the shop.com. And also 3D Lab is a very prestigious high brand. Eye cream costs $300 only in the big department stores like Marshfield. And then you can buy this kind of brands. But the Center Laboratory, they have everything. To myself, I think is, it's better. But for those brands, the price is maybe 1/5, even lower than that. 1/5 or 1/8 of the price, but it's it's really serve your purpose, and what you're using. You can also get trained what you're using. And also if the kids or teenagers or yourself has acne or the skin issues, skin infection, you can use a timeless prescription. They're enzyme based. Wash your face very well and make your face clean before you can use the the nutritional or the skincare products or the serum or the other like anti-aging cream for the face wash and toner. They basically enzyme based. they can clean up your face very well. It's like we use supplements. We have to clean our digestive system very well before you can absorb the nutrients. Skin is the same. So this brand is very good. So like Skintelligence brand is very inexpensive, all natural, plant-based, is perfect for the young people. They don't have the wrinkle yet. They don't have the dark pocket for under their eye yet. So you can, this is a very good brand for the people not considering aging yet. So I use a lot of, I use all, combination. After a while, you will know, and I can, no mere device, maybe the serum or the concentrate serum or the Cinnarinap's sunscreen, sunblock, 50% for face anti-aging sunblock, or you can use the toner of Skintelligence, and then or you can use the face wash of Prime prescription, this brand. So really a lot of combinations, okay? There are many products. So I have a little Bichon dog, and then every day she has the chew called the I just yell peanut butter chicken chew is really the potato with chicken, and then I will there's a little bit of water, put some multivitamin for dog, and our dog is very smart, and then she likes everything, all the treats. And they recently I've been using the CBD oil, just came out from last conference. And then because she has some anxiety when she's in the car, so it's very good too. Their home products, water filter. This is our family favorite. Every 6 months, you change the filter. You can put it on the counter. You can take it to travel, or you can put it under the sink. So it's very good. This is the whole size. It's just like a little bit 3 times bigger of a 1 liter water bottle. It's very good. So this mop is very good for the car. When I scratch in my garage several times. So my husband said, "Oh, again," and then I use a mop. Just as I see, it's gone. In that case, trust me, it's very good. After you use that, you put the bag in the bag and plastic bag. When every time you use that, you wear a plastic glove. That won't get your hands dirty. And then this very so that. Detergents, everything you need from your house cleaning. They're enzyme based, and then clean up the bathroom, clean up the dishes, clean up floor, this whole set, you have everything in there. You cannot finish in a year. It's like $70 or $80 per whole set. It's very, very good. So I use everything. Like the plant powder, I'm also a vegetable grower, and I have another plant flower in the house. I use the plant food. So no one care to the box under my garden. So they're very good. So this thing is amazing. SOS. If you have the order, if you have an order by animal in your car, somebody, put the food in there, saying you can spray some, the smell will be gone. So I'm just using the opportunity, share what is good I have been using. And then the jury is really good too. Well, although it's not health related, actually make your heart, make your mind healthy. When you have something very pleasant, doesn't cost that much. You can put the different combinations every day. So I use them. I use the the ring. I use the necklace, and then it's very every time I go out to play golf or play sports, I wear that, does not feel itchy, does not bother me. People say, "Oh, you have a different one." So it's like, so then you make you healthy, you make you happy, right? Your happiness is health. So that's I'm just using the chance to share what I am really happy with all the brands. Okay, so who are behind these brands. We have a big team for quality control every product before they put it on the market, before they put it on the shop.com website. They have to go through their manufacturer release and testing and third-party testing. We also have a random sampled testing visual and the the ingredients, whether you put a different temperature, whether it becomes solidified or hard to get out. When I remember about 10 years ago when I joined the company, sometimes I have an OPC. It's very easy to get caught. It's hard to get out. I had to fill in the water, dissolve that, pour some water. I did not want to waste that. In the recent years, I don't see that anymore. And also the packages, small packages, I never seen them get it, inside get cocked. And the digestive enzyme, my first package, the small package came out, and after a while, they're all cocked. They're like little pieces inside, but I haven't seen that. That means our quality control has been constantly working with the manufacturers, ensure the products are maintaining good quality with the required regular storage conditions. Okay, so I have been talking so excited. I don't know, is there any questions so far? I just want to check, or any feedback with my presentation. I needed to go more slow or needed to. So Amber, you can yell at me if I,
No, I think you're fine. I think you're fine.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
So previously, I mentioned that FDA's regulation has to have a GMP management. All the manufacturers has to meet a regulation, general manufacturer practice. That means from hygiene, production, quality management, and the facility, and qualify the people, and also complaints, recall, the system traceability, that means the record keeping, everything. Our quality control team will check with the manufacturers or the suppliers of the products on shop.com that we use, and we help our customers. Now, I talk to some brands. I talk also how the FDA regulate. Now I'm talking about some practical examples. So when you go to store or you go to website, what to buy, the number one reference for us, for consumers, is the label. It's that piece of paper put on the bottle or put on the box. So this label, FDA has every requirement for even the fonts, the location of the information, and the contents, different color, everything has the requirements. What's most important for us, of course, what you're buying from, what you're buying for. So this product, everybody knows, Nature Made, is available in any grocery store. I'm using this generic one as an example. So this one is citrate, as calcium citrate. So that means one type of calcium salt, plus magnesium. And they also with vitamin D, and how many tablets. And they also has a green colored reminder. Oh, by the way, this is not irritating to your stomach. Most importantly is this table. What's in there? What's containing? How much concentration for each? And what are the contact information if you have issue? So every supplements has this box at the bottom. These statements have not been evaluated by FDA for treat, prevent, cure disease. Basically, this is standard language. It's called FDA disclaimer for the products, for consumers to choose the product yourself, not prescribed by your doctor or a pharmacist. So everything is your own responsibility. FDA, this product does not need FDA's evaluation because the calcium is generally safe. It has been using for many years. That can be helpful for your cramping, muscle cramping, and your calcium deficiency. You don't have to have a clinical trial for that. It's already done many years ago. Okay, this is the most important. That's the label. In the past, actually, a lot of people asked, oh, the daily value, why is like a 50 times more than is recommended? Why do you have to take so much? FDA actually never spend a lot of time on those consumers' feedback because the daily value has really been, just suggested or recommended by different organizations. That's actually for many years ago. Actually, not until 2018, FDA announced the nutrition innovation strategy. This sets a strategic course for taking actions for the educational programs. FDA actually acknowledged certain nutrients can reduce the preventable deaths and disease. If it's poor nutrition, some disease, if you can supplement more nutrients, it actually can, the disease and death can be prevented. FDA recognized this. So FDA had some revisions for the label requirements. For example, the funds here needed to be bigger, calories 230, because the people are conscious. You needed to increase the funds. And the certain nutrients, for example, vitamin D, calcium, iron, potassium is must to have. I added sugar. It's natural sugar from apple, from orange. It's a natural sugar. But if added sugar, you have to mark them on your label. So FDA had a revision, had a strategic revision on the requirements of the labeling. What's changed? What has been increased? So daily value increased for calcium, fiber, fat, magnesium, potassium, vitamin C, D, K. This is the most important. C, D, K has been increased for requirements, okay? And then decreased, there are a lot of sense. You don't have to take so much. Actually, decrease the, that does not mean more you take will be causing harmness to your body. It's really based on their research. They may think this number is more appropriate. Okay, so daily value no change, like a cholesterol, no change. Iodine, iron, protein, saturated fat. So this daily value recommendation has been many years. Okay, the new ones, so added sugar, and then some other things in the, if you go to the FDA website, using the information, I just use the website link, you can actually find the detailed information if you're curious. So now I'm trying to explain how to apply those label requirements to the products that we're familiar with, or we have been using, or we have been representing on the shop.com website. Heart health system. So you can see the label contains contains omega-3, lipid trim, and the triactive. Each product has what's provided, what's a daily value. Some of them don't have a daily value recommendation because it's hard to make a recommendation how much DHA, because there hasn't been no research. There may be, there's no safety margin. Actually, you can take more without the harmness, but or maybe lack of data for the regulators to put that on. I want to use some exact products as a comparison. When we compare a product is good or not, if we want certain benefits, for example, reduce cholesterol, reduce triglyceride, or bad cholesterol LDL. And then there are two prescription omega-3 on the market. One is Navaza by GSK. The other one is VESUP by I think it's BioNab is covered by for this one. So I listed the three products, Navaza, VESUP, Heart Health is this that's not a need a prescription. Navaza and VESUP are both need a prescription. So when you read the label, you can put them in the table comparison. What's the total fish oil amount? So this is by one gel. So 1,000 milligram means 1 gram, 1.5 gram, and the EPA, and then you can see how much for each. So because VESUP is very unique, only has 100% EPA. Not EPA can really be very sufficient for triglyceride, but may not be good for good cholesterol. You want the HDL high, LDL low. So DHA has other benefits. So the DHA Navaza has 375, Heart Health 300, and the other omega. So the Heart Health has 150, other ones that are 0. And then the price, that's important too. Whatever we can afford for like a VESUP, Navaza, you have to first, your cholesterol or triglyceride needed to be like, 3-5 times higher than the normal range for a doctor to prescribe that for you. Without the insurance coverage, it's 235, 350 per month. But the insurance a lot of time refuse to pay for that because I had customers coming to me how to talk to their doctor, get that. So I recommended them, or maybe you can use Heart Health because we cannot change insurance company's policy. So the price is 1/3 is affordable. Use 3 months to see if it's helpful. If it's not, and then you can ask a doctor. So that's something I recommend. I don't really say, oh, this Heart Health brand is better than Navaza, because there's no clinical trial comparison. You really cannot see that kind of statement, okay? So if sometimes the packages are tiny, small, they're still required labels on the, it's called secondary package. That's a box or the inside the package. That's, they have the basic required information needed to be put on. And there are some special marks. It's called certified marks. It's not like you can see, I have this product, is vegan. In order to put this vegan mark on your product, you have to send it to the certain organizations, labs. And they give you a report or certificate to see, okay, your ingredients qualify the claim as a vegan suitable for people they don't, they are vegetarians. So for example, some product has a FDA on that. You have to see, it does not mean it's FDA approved. Maybe it's FDA certified, the lab or the manufacturer. Safra is also a pharmaceutical company. So this is very, very good and then very inexpensive during the COVID time, and they came out. So like some other marks, those are more of administrative or a business type. For example, Best Business Bureau, Shop.com, Market America is A+. That's a business practice. It's not the product itself. So you have to use the right information to advertise or educate your customers. Okay, not just below the call, just train you. So you can see whatever you say, it's, well, so it's A plus is not talking about the product ingredients. So it's a top 50, 500. That means, there are category for the internet marketing, internet design, or the customer satisfaction, all different categories. So you have to read the details, what's about, okay? I talked about for different ingredients, there are daily value. Some of the products, for example, vitamin D3, 125 milligram per serving. Each serving is 1 cup. If you take a cap, that is 625% higher than the daily value. What's that mean? So I actually have been taking daily essential every day, B complex every day, vitamin D every day, vitamin C every day. So I'm curious, am I going to get poisoned by those vitamins? So I asked my doctor to do this when I did the physical exam this year in May. I asked my doctor, hey, could you measure my B12, my vitamin C and vitamin D? I'm very curious. I don't want to take it too much and get it, overloaded. So usually it's not in your normal drug body work. You can request. So my doctor was kind enough. So I measured the B12. I have been taking daily essential contains B, and also supplement the additional 1 or 2 caps B compounds every day. I'll tell you why later, why I'm taking so much. So my blood concentration is 1350 picogram per ml. So the standard range is 200 to 1100 picogram per ml. You see the range 200 to 1100, that's huge. But I'm over. My doctor said, don't worry about it. Yeah, you don't have to take that much, but it's not going to hurt, as my doctor taught me. But now at least I know I got it absorbed. It's in my bloodstream. That's why it works to another of my issues. So vitamin C, I have been taking at least 3 caps mixed with some other isotonic products. At least 3 caps, 3 servings. So I'm still 1 milligram per deciliter. So the standard range is 0.3 to 2.7. I'm not even in the middle. So I don't have to worry about that. I take vitamin C every day. They say it's good for skin. So vitamin D, I've been taking 1 cap ever since I joined the platform. In the COVID time, I actually took 2 little tablets of the vitamin D. So my level is still not above the range. It's 30 to 100. I'm 80. So I'm well set. I said, good, I'm happy. I won't be poisoned by the nutrients, okay, by vitamins. So I'm just giving you an example. Daily value is different from what you absorbed in your bloodstream. Why did they put such a low daily value? Because for your essential, very minimum function of your body, minimum, you need this amount. That's called daily value, minimum. But for better performance, better outcome, not the more the better, adequate amount. So measuring in your blood concentration is the best way to find out. Okay, next, I'm going to talk about dose forms, absorption rates. As we know, we use IV injection as a 100% absorption rate. Isotonics, taking 5 minutes. After you drink it, like this, you drink it, you make that, the powder, for example, the powder in the bottles, the powder in the tubes, I don't know, digestive enzyme. So you mix them, you take it, you drink them, was when the stomach is empty or not enough food. So the standard time, 5 to 10 minutes, you get it 95% absorption versus IV injection. So when you look at the muscle injection, liquid, under the tongue, patches, capsule, tablets, the absorption rates are lower. Okay, they're all relative, not absolute. But IV injection is absolute, okay, because it directly go to your bloodstream. So if what you call the tonic and cell health is important, if the pressure between, outside of your cell membrane, for example, this is a red blood cells. If outside of your membrane, inside your membrane, the pressure is different. And if the outside is too high, your cells will get your water all absorbed out. So your cells will becoming dried, it's shrinking. If the tonic is too high, it push inside is too high, then you make your cells fat. So when you look at under electronic microscope, so the healthy red blood cells looks like donuts just came out of the oven, very healthy, very tasty, and very carry the oxygen. That way you have energy every day. But if your cells are dried out, it's like a lack of water, lack of nutrients, they all stack together. You get blood clots. That's why you get headache, you get sore muscles, and then sore joints, achy everywhere. But if your cells is too fat, it's easy to break. You will get some bleeding, or some your issues with your brain, with your heart, with your vessels. So that means tonic, isotonic is important to your cell health. So isotonic, the benefits, if you drink mix the powder with water, make that isotonic, follow the instructions, each cup for 2 ounces of water, and 5 minutes, they already went to your small intestine. But if you take a tablets, 40 minutes to 4 hours, it's still under your stomach. There are a lot of colonoscopy found out. There are some drugs still in the colon. You can see the label of the company, of the drug's name. Is that scary? So something like, you maybe you swallow that, it poop out, exactly same. They did not get any benefits. It's just they use the money to flush it through. But isotonic also is customizable for big bottles and small packs, and convenient. You can carry anywhere. So 1 tube isotonic multi daily essential contains a multivitamin B complex, calcium B complex. You can take 1 tube, mix it with water in the morning. You have energy. You have all the essential nutrients for a whole day. If you are aging, and then you can take just a little bit more customized the ingredients. Or if you feel you are always have a hard time to calm down, you're too stressed, you may take a pack of this. Or if you are always sleepy, no energy, you can take a turn up. If you're a woman under menopause, or lack of estrogen, or lack of female hormones, or you have some other women's health related issues, you can take a women's health. Basically, women's health, daily essential, anti-aging, they're all similar, just different ingredients, customizations for the different purposes. And the isotonic company green, and the isotonic like astaxanthin, also the other products. It's very customizable. You can make it with like I just show you a daily essential package, like this little pack, make it into a plastic cup, got lines of the measure, how many ounces of water to a 9. It's very convenient. I use straw to drink that and tastes good. So that's why there are a lot of benefits and convenient. If you don't have time to drink that before you go to work, you can make that into your ice mountain water or any drinking bottle. And then while you're driving, you suck it, you drink it, and then make you feel happy. Listen to music, you never have accident, and because you're happy. Okay, so isotonic advantages. So when you take the tablets, this is in Chinese, just the same diagram I showed earlier. I'm not going to explain to this again. So I just want to see if you take a 1 pack of this daily essential, that means you have to take 6 different products. Just to say, take a 1 tablet, 1 pill from each bottle. You have to take 6 tablets. See, then here, this is a 1 pack of isotonic, or a 1 pack of OPC3. And then, it's really, first of all, tastes good, easy to digest. If you don't eat the food, if you take a tablets and then gel, and they make your stomach not comfortable for all day. Okay, so next I'm going to give you some practical applications or some commonly used recommendations. As customized, you do not have to have a medical degree or scientific degree to understand what to take. On the website, anti-aging, obvious, right? Turn down, obvious. Daily essential, obvious, everything you need. Turn up, no, digestive enzyme A, or the bow camp, weight management, everything, those are customized, already made, ready to use. You don't have to get another training to understand what to buy. There are also functional supplements. For example, advanced level 90. People may not know, but it said blood sugar maintenance. Then you will know, right? If you have a blood sugar issue. Isochrome, maybe you don't know what's it for. You can read the label, what's that for in the over internet. And joint and the bliss is a mental health, prostate health, also the liver health, and sleeping aids. They are all functional, but they all have a similar name. Instead of sleep, what's a sleep? Then you can go read it down on shop.com website, all the way down. They have ingredients, benefits, and the research, publications, everything available. Also had a frequent asked questions. Immunity boost. And all those products are manufactured or sold, represented on the shop.com website during the COVID time. For example, the Asian people or another culture oriented people, they believe in ginseng, American ginseng, and then also the some certain mushrooms. So this is a ginseng mushroom, and they kind of like a mom. There's a name on that. Hershey mushroom, this one, and the American ginseng, and echinacea, this is a kind of flower. So they mixed it and they tap in the gel, a capsule. So it's for immune system boosting, and also the immunity and the vitamin D, vitamin C with rosemary, with rose hips. It's really like some kind of anti-flu, some antiviral, vitamin C enhancement. Okay, so those are also very obvious when you read the label, what's it about, what's containing in the bottle. Now I'm giving you some general recipes. All those recipes have been used for years, myself, my family, and then my customers, and then my team's customers. So for general health, everybody minimum a day, a bag of daily essential, and a probiotic, and 2 gels of omega-3, and the calcium. If you say, I don't lack of calcium, I'm not lack of calcium, I drink milk every day, fine. at least daily essential. I say, I don't have a digestive system. I'm okay. I'm digest very well. Okay, no probiotic. I don't have any other issue. However, I will say these 4 products are commonly, highly recommended. You can look at the picture, what's it look like, how to take that, when to take that. I have this information, especially calcium, vitamin D, K2, take that before bedtime. It's very, very beneficial to your sleeping, not just your everyday energy. So basically you can keep your bloodstream running very smoothly, have a high energy, and you don't have a headache. I have not had a headache for at least over 10 years. I have been taking this every day. I never stop. I have been forcing my husband taking all those every day. Not that everything, sometimes I leave for travel, for businesses. He may not automatically do that, but he would at least keep the daily essential and the omega-3 very, very diligently by himself, because he sees the benefits. So if your family member says taking something, you see the benefits, they will do it. Okay, it's better than medication, right? It costs, maybe if you have a good insurance, you maybe cost a few more dollars, but it's, you don't have side effects. Okay, why do we take those? You say, I don't have any issue. Why do I take that? There are some issue you may not recognize. For example, constipation, okay? Irritable bowel syndrome, like this. You are always like eating something, you want to go to the bathroom in 10 minutes. So you feel like you have to run, okay? Acid reflux and the mouth ulcers, those are a common issue. You don't think it's a healthy issue, but it is. But by taking those products, after a while, you recognize all these issues are gone. You don't even remember you used to have those issues. And the immune disorder issues like allergies, eczema, rheumatoid arthritis, a lot of people don't know, but a lot of people have allergies, okay? Some other common symptoms, you may not think it's a healthy issue. Maybe when I get out of work, after dinner, I have to take a nap on the couch because I don't have energy at all. That is not a very healthy. You should have energy if you have enough rest in the night, if you have enough nutrients, enough food. So anxiety, some people say, oh, he has a bad temper or she has a bad attitude. Those are also not healthy. So by taking all those, you can see the changes, improvements yourself. Okay, allergies, there are many kinds. Arthritis, so some people are osteoarthritis, some are rheumatoid arthritis. So they have a major differences. How do you know they're different? You say, I have a joint pain, I have a rheumatoid arthritis. You better go to Google it, Baidu that. Then you will see what's the difference. Okay, you can do your self-diagnosis before you get a drug. And because doctors, their job is to give you the drugs. This drug doesn't work, they give you another one. And this drug has side effects, they give you another one to correct the side effects. So you have to manage your own health, okay? Okay, cardiovascular health. If you see you have a family history and they had heart issues or the blood vessel issues or stroke or high blood pressure, cholesterol high. So I recommend everybody, other than the general health, you may add CoQ10. You may add OPC3 active B complex if you have vertigo. I used to have vertigo. Every once in a while, I feel my ceiling is turning. I feel nauseous. It's a vertigo. You have to take an anti-vertigo medication. It takes you a day to lay in the bed. You could not wake up. That's the medication. But by taking the active B complex and the OPC3, that make your blood cells very healthy. You have energy every day. You don't feel dizzy anymore. So the heart health, if your cholesterol is high, you add omega. And then I already said in the basic general health, if your body energy, your heart of energy is low, you add a CoQ10. Your micro circulation not good, you can add prime astaxanthin. Okay. Why is it important? As we very sadly here, Sierra had pulmonary embolism. So now that we don't usually hear very much. So we know their heart attack or the cerebral embolism, but we don't usually hear the pulmonary embolism, but it can be life-threatening. How to maintain that? You keep the your blood system circulation, artery and vein circulating in out very smoothly without a cause. Your heart will be healthy, your brain will be healthy, and then your blood vessels will be healthy. You will be have less chance to have those issues. But however, sometimes does not mean people happen with those issues. Does not mean they did not take supplements. Sometimes physical exercise. When you are on the airplane for too long, we are driving too long, you need some stretches, you need some movements to make your blood circulation running more fluently. So I just want to use a family blood work as an example, the difference. This is from 2011. So you can use these numbers. Taken 3 months, you can see triglyceride reduce half, total cholesterol reduce 1/3, and the ratio also decreased 1/3. Good cholesterol increased over 10 points, and the LDL, the bad cholesterol, went down almost half. So by taking 3 months, daily essential heart health system package. So almond juice, probiotic, digestive enzyme, very common products for 3 months to do that. You can do the same thing yourself. You can do the same thing for your family. Just to say you could take 3 months or 6 months, do another blood work to see what's the difference. Okay. Allergies. Allergy is very, very common, especially in North America in the spring, and they also if you have animals. So this is my commonly recommended almond juice, almond powder, like this almond powder, vitamin C, digestive enzyme, 3 products mixed together, plus put it in the drinking water. You drink 2 to 4 bottles a day as a general drink. If you do that in the winter or in the fall, then next season you will see very your energy may be gone. You don't even know about it. So 10 years ago, over 10 years ago, I had severe allergies. I could not go to the sun in the beach. I cannot be under sun because I will get rashes immediately. The sunburn, not sunburn, the sun rashes to get a red stuff on my skin. So I cannot go to the hiking or forest. So I will get sneezing, running nose, and running tears all the time. I had been taking allergy pills like Claritin, Zyrtec, Nagarol, Benadryl, everything for many years. Ever since I use this method. So now in the normal day, I take 1 bottle of a mix. In the high season, high energy season, I maybe take 2 or 3 or more. But now I take routinely. 3 caps of vitamin C, 1 tube of digestive enzyme, and then the almond powder. I love just eating that dry. So I just cut the almond powder cube, and then I just put it in my mouth, and it's very good for your throat. And then It's very good for your allergy, coughing, dry coughing, everything. Okay. Allergies, these are the basic one, starting from this recipe. And they also daily essential bromelain is very good for anti-inflammatory, or the C inflammatory protein, omega, ano. Those are all the basic ones, just different combinations. And then they can, help with your skin rashes, eczema. And some people had very bad eczema or even psoriasis. It will be very, very helpful. If you continuously take in a year or two, you will see another problems are gone. So allergy, why is important? Why is useful or beneficial by taking those supplements? Because allergies caused it's an immune reaction, antibody and antigen. Antigen is virus opponent of the dendro. Antibody is what you have in your body. When they combine, those antigens will be destroyed. So that means you will not have, COVID. You will not have flu in general. However, when your body is imbalanced with the immune system, it can produce too much IgE, or maybe some IgG or IgM. Bind some antigen, creating toxicity to your cells, to your skin. And also some cells, some antigen antibody mix, it can activate some of the complex mediated reactions. And some are maybe produce the, rejection of your tissue or the transplants. So those are all called allergies, different types, but it's an immune reaction. If you maintain your immune system very balanced, very healthy, and they also have enough nutrients, you have enough good antibodies, you can fight all the allergies with your normal reactions instead of imbalanced reactions. But for some people, maybe they were born lack of some hormones or in their gene genetic reasons. Maybe they cannot eat peanuts. Then maybe they cannot eat seafood. They cannot drink milk. Those still you need to be cautious about that. So blood sugar maintenance. So blood sugar, normal sugar level is usually measured by A1C. And then fasting, like you don't eat it for overnight, and next morning you go to blood work, or after 2 hours of eating. So if you have this green line or the numbers, that means called the normal. But if you increase, borderline A1C, fasting, glucose level, and then after meal, if you have this level, you need to be careful. And then at this level, it can be correctable through lifestyle, through some of the supplements, isochrome, level 90, digestive enzyme. You do not want to get to this level because supplements may not work. You need a serious corrections with your lifestyle. More exercise, less eating, and that is harder. So you started from when you were young, when you are still healthy, when you are still around the borderline, okay? Joint and bone health. So normal skin, normal joints should be, this is a knee, and then there's a soft, membrane between the two bones. You normally, when you walk fluently, you do not feel any pain. However, when you have osteoporosis or osteoarthritis, your lack of calcium, lack of vitamin D, and then your bone actually get bone density decreased. You get enlarged, you're gonna, make your membranes thin, then you will feel gagging when you walk and when you get on the stairway. So if you have rheumatoid arthritis, that means a lot of inflammatory inflammatory fluids around your joints. You will feel pain, you will feel swollen. So no matter what, you can, by increase your calcium intake, you can take the glucosamine and the joint formula, omega-3, daily essential bromelain, all those combinations using this method. You will, if you had the very general health supplements I recommended at the very first. So then just supplement 2 tablets of glucosamine. You will feel major difference. Trust me, I tried several people. Okay, acid reflux is very common in the US. People eat a pizza or eat a hamburger before going to bed. So they will feel like, very heartburn. So they also call the GERD. And then that means your stomach produce the stomach acid will go up instead of go down. So by taking the healthy food is one way to reduce that. But some people may need some help. So because your stomach or your digestive system are lack of probiotics, lack of enzymes. So you can use this method, take 1 tablet of probiotics a day and take 1 bag of digestive enzyme every meal. And then also 2 cups isotonic digestive plus 2 cups calcium before going to bed at time. This is very important, very effective. Before you go to bed, if you normally when you sleep, you have to take a Nexium or esomeprazole from doctor's prescription for acid reflux, but instead you try one night. Use the 2 cups digestive enzyme plus 2 cups isotonic calcium before you go to bed. You will see major difference. I'm not going to tell you too much why and the series now, but there's a theory behind that. So as today we don't have enough time, I'm not going to, but you can listen to Dr. Ma Xiaoyan and the Dr. Si Yuanzhen. They talk about a lot of series. Why is this? Why that works? Why do you need this? But I'm telling you practically, telling you this combination works before bedtime. I tried, I tested for several, people close to me, and then I forced them. And later on, they seek for that. So that's just the experience. If someone tested positive with the H. pylori bacteria, you have to use probiotics, use antibiotics before you use the supplements, okay? Because that's a bacteria too much in your esophagus area. It's like your upper of your stomach, upper portion of your stomach, okay? Irritable bowel syndrome. A lot of people don't know why I did not eat anything this morning, just drink a cup of coffee, had a McDonald's breakfast. Or I'm driving, why do I have to run to the bathroom real quick? I had this abdomen pain, the lower abdomen. Usually those are called irritable bowel syndrome. It's very common. Most of causes is lack of probiotics, lack of digestive enzyme, and also increase your digestive system function, adding nutrition. This is a new product. It's called Access Nutrition Advanced Digestive Support. Those products help you very, very well. If you take 2 or 3 months later, you will see the major improvements. Recurrent mouth ulcers, like a blister on your lips, on your gum, inside your oral mucosa. Those are, I would say, 90% of the reason you are lack of B-complex. Okay, if you take a B-complex, just make it a little bit more concentrated, and then soak that in your mouth before swallow. Or you use B-complex mix with vitamin C. It's also very good. And or you take the aloe powder, just dry and put it in your mouth. Use your saliva to melt. Or you mix that together with the water. You put it in your mouth, soak that. But by taking B-complex continuously for a year or so, you may never see this issue again. That's also experienced from many people, including myself. Constipation is unspoken suffering to a lot of us. Lot of people say I have constipation. Somebody's waiting for me in the car. I could not get out of my bathroom. It's very embarrassing, but it's a health issue. So we have a lot of good products, digestive enzyme, and then most importantly, complete green tablets or the powder, advanced fiber. And these two mixed together, you drink several times a day. Next day, you will need to go. But if it's severe, you can take the NutriClean Ano tablet as needed. Okay, sort of like a soft stool softener. Okay, but you don't take this, you don't rely on this. By drinking those supplements routinely, you will correct this issue very easily. Okay. Okay, sleeping issue. People have problem sleeping. The people have a pressure at the work, the family nowadays. Worry about a lot of things. So most common way is first thing you can try. You can take 1 cup of vitamin D plus magnesium plus calcium. This is 3 things mix before you go to bed. It will solve the issue. You may that night will fall asleep because your lack of vitamin D or the calcium, because it could not calm your muscle or this nerve system cannot calm down. If not, in the afternoon, take a bag of turn down to see it helps. But continuously give your brain some nutrients, vitamins. And then if you have a severe sleeping issue, you are relying on some drugs to sleep, you may change it to prime sleep because there are natural ingredients. And so but I will try this reason mix before going to bed. Lastly, I want to share a case for COVID-19 and flu because we have been fighting for COVID for 3 years. And also now it's going to be flu season come over. Now it's a COVID, there's some Omicron variants. So this is a live case. So we have members, a family member. She had this is too small. I don't mean you needed to read it, but in summary is she had a COVID last year, but ever since then she had no energy. She could not walk for like 5 minutes without taking a break. So she has dogs and other 78 years old, and she could not fall asleep well, and then just lack of energy, shortness of breath, all the things. So we had a consultation for her, and the very first I recommended is a mix of this. This is a mix of Ano powder, vitamin C, digestive system, digestive enzyme, bromelain mix. Drink it, put it in the big bottle of water, drink it 2 to 3 bottles a day. This help with a lot of issues. Basically, detoxing, cleaning up allergens, cleaning up toxins, and then recover, cleaning up your digestive nervous system, and then make you have a better clean system. So then you take a daily essential and then vitamin D. That's just that. For the first week, she said, I had 1 week in, and I'm amazed by the change I see. So this is she already want to kind of take a next bottles. So then later on, two weeks later, she says, I am almost went back to normal before the COVID. So I'm just telling you, very basic. Things are very basic. The biggest thing is the belief. And then how do you get your customer, family member to try? It's very important. So knowledge is important. And then in order to have a knowledge, you go to education, you listen to other people's testimonial. You cannot try everything to have experience. But if other people who already tried it works, why not you? And then the nutrimetrics is for if you have a doctor, you want them to get educated, you can refer them. And this one is already passed. That was last month. But coming up, product symposium. Today, I did not see any of the series of all the products, how that works. So this is the event, you can go live, Greensboro, you can get educated. So that's all today I can share. So for with the product symposium, they have the, back to the basics, what's going to be about. It's available over on the product symposium. If you check Market America product symposium, those are the flyers over internet. So that's all today, Amber. And then I thank everybody. I hope I did not run over time.
No, you didn't. You didn't. Perfect. Thank you very much. There are a few questions. One is, what is good for lower back pain?
Lower back pain is very complicated. So I'm not a doctor, okay? But first, you need to go to your doctor, do the CT scan or whatever to see if there's any problem with your spinal cords. So lower back pain mostly caused by your spinal cords either deformed or the osteoporosis or whatever. You press your nerve come out of your spinal cords. So mostly about your legs that will cause maybe one side. So I'm not saying so the causes are important, but just for pain, people are seeking one pill. It's not possible. But in general, bromelain, B complex, omega, and the OTC. Why? Because you increase your blood circulation and your nerve system and reduce the inflammation. Therefore, it will have less pain. So that's something I can recommend.
Right. And if it has been that for a while, you might want to add glucosamine on it. If it's old problems.
Yeah, if it's a bone and joint issue, degenerated or inflammation or caused by osteoporosis or by the collagen around your joints, definitely glucosamine will help.
And also sometimes could be the posture. You sit for too long.
Yeah.
And not moving around.
Yeah, exercise, definitely.
Right. And for menopause, feminine works, menopause.
Oh, someone asked what's good for menopause? We do have a feminine specifically for menopause. I did not, because we have too many products on shop.com. So yeah, feminine, and also B complex, vitamin D, calcium, plus feminine usually, yeah.
All righty, let me see. Feminine is the best. Yes. I have someone has diabetic neuropathy.
Neuropathy. So diabetic and neuropathy.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically, it's like your blood sugar too high. It kinds of like give your neural system, nerves some toxicity. So first you have to reduce your sugar level, your A1C level by lifestyle change. You may start with 7-day detoxification from TLS, then do a 30 days TLS program, a lifestyle change, and then there are supplements in that program. You can follow the program. It will actually help you. But if you get it too, some people just get a cascade, get worse and worse. So the doctors just add your drugs, and more and more. By the time you are 80 years old, you take over 10 different pills every day. So the diabetic neuropathy is very bad. The worst is when they get too severe, you may have the joint and the foot get it bruised, get it inflamed, get it infected. So a lot of diabetic patients, they had to saw their lower legs down, and they were getting vision affected. I'm not trying to scare you, but that is really control the sugar is very important.
Alrighty. How about gout?
Yeah, that's also another part of another people's issue. So
Right.
by supplements will be omega, bromelain,
Omega? Omega.
yeah, OPC, but also the lifestyle change, detoxification, detoxin is very
Okay.
important. Yeah.
All right. I think this is about it. Thank you so much. Oh, for kids, eczema for kids, we have digest enzyme for children, right? DNA.
Oh, yeah, I want to show you, I want to flash it real quick. I don't want to show you the, I want to show you the name, I wanted to just show you real quick, but, so this is a typical, sorry, this is in Chinese. Yay. Sorry. Okay, so basically, children, DNA chewable probiotics, digestive enzyme. This kid does not eat breakfast. I ask the parents to make the kid nutrition shake plus complete grain. And also the multivitamin for DNA from DNA. And I use X because this kid's uncontrollable.
He's only 10 years old, so you can
Only
use
10
that
years
X
old.
on him. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Okay.
so just something like that. We had many cases use this, but the parents needs to really needed to work with the kids, just first, believe that, and then help the kids change their lifestyle. It's very important. Not of kids just eat junk food or don't eat it most of the time, don't have anything to eat after school, come home, eat a lot of snacks and sweet stuff. So
I think it's like,
yeah.
for that case, I don't know how old the kid is, but just for safe, for beginner, you can start with probiotics and digest enzyme and aloe. That 3 works for everyone from
Yes.
8 months old to 80 years old. I would say definitely gonna do the work.
And it's also by weight.
Yeah.
If the kid only 10 years old, but they're over 80 pounds weight, you can use a lot of adult products.
Adult. Okay.
Yeah, but for the multivitamin, because they're formulated differently with the growth age or the adult age, the kids DNA miracle vitamin might be better. You can take more doses. More so, yeah.
For ADD kids?
ADD, ADHD, ADD, or and they're really connected together. Basically, they're lack of basic nutrients, an imbalance hormone, and they also cause their nerve system just has some issues. I usually start with just what you said. No digestive enzyme, probiotics, starting from gut, starting from digestive system, then supplement the basic nutrients and provide good food instead of eating fast food. And then introduce the kids to more of the social events, more athletic events, activities.
I have a partner who has a son, ADHD, He
Mm,
put him on lots of B, like 4 caps of B and omega-3 and OPC for DNA OPC helped him big time. Big
Yes.
time.
Mm.
I think the B works on the new nerve system, so it helps the kids to focus on, activate the B. B
Yes.
is water soluble, so don't worry about it may
Mhm.
take in too much, won't, it's gonna peel
Yes.
off.
B complex can help with a lot of issues. And
Right.
also you can use bliss. If the kid is
Okay.
over 90 or over 80 pounds weight, you can use bliss. It's a 1 tablet. Also, we use it for the college kids. Of course, they're older. They really help. They used to take some prescription drugs, but they got a drowsiness, a sleepiness, but taking the bliss is a real positive B complex. Daily essential plus B complex, I would say, and the omega. Mm.
Omega for pet, yeah, definitely. And yeah, I think we got most questions answered. Alrighty, I think we're gonna call for night. Thank you very much. It's
My
very
honor.
helpful and right, yeah, it's a great night.
Big honor. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Amber.
thank you. Just as Dr. Ye recommended, and there's a product symposium coming up this end of the month. It's a hybrid event, can be online, can be in person. I personally recommend in person. I personally will be there, and looking forward for more people join us. All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you so
appreciate it.
much.
All righty, everyone.
Yes.
Good night.
Have a good week.
Very much.
Thank you.
谢啦。
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Yep. Bye
谢
bye.
谢，拜拜。
Yeah.
Oh, I should remind everyone, do not, I know some of you screenshot this regimen. Please don't post on social media, okay? Don't post on social media. All right, thank you for your personal use only.
Thank you. Bye bye.